If you are struggling to decide if you should go for a degree on like university or for a college degree or go full-time entrepreneurship, then I have the best advice for you because I did both. Most entrepreneurs dropped out early, but I did actually graduate and now I'm full-time entrepreneur. So I experienced both, and this is my advice for a younger me actually that has to choose if you want to go for a degree or not and how to approach it if you're not. What the fuck is happening there? Anyway, so I graduated last year in logistics and then I went full time into YouTube consulting basically. So I completely ignored my graduation, but it was nice because I lost my study debt. So I had to graduate, otherwise I would have quit earlier. But I lost the 10K study debt that I built up, so it was quite like low effort to finish it. So that's why I actually graduated. Otherwise I would have quit earlier. So basically what my advice would be for the 18-year-old me, my advice is don't do it. And I will explain to you why. And it's probably quite an unexpected reason that I will give you why you shouldn't. Most people say, oh yeah, it's a waste of time, it's a waste of money. Yes, of course it is. But there's a way deeper reason why you shouldn't. Because it made me so unhappy, like the whole university thing and getting the degree. I did a 4-year degree, then I quit. And then I did a 2-year one, but I had to redo the last year, so I took 3 years to do it. And I was so unmotivated during the time. I felt so bad. I looked bad. I I wanted to say that I treated people bad, but I didn't really. But just you're not the real you because you're unfulfilled. And that is the true reason why you shouldn't do it. Yes, it's expensive, and yes, you learn a skill that you will never use in the rest of your life, and yes, you will be replaced by AI. So that's another reason why you shouldn't do it. And I will also explain to you in this video how you should approach your parents with this news, by the way, because I had a difficult time doing that. So I will also explain to you how you should do that. But first, what's the biggest reason why you shouldn't? Because it's just unfulfilled. You're so unfulfilled. I am naturally an ambitious person. I think every masculine guy is naturally ambitious and wants to conquer. Like you want to conquer if you have high testosterone. You want to reach something. You want to build something great. And being stuck in that university and having to show up and doing super small little boring employee-ish assignments, like they just give you assignments and you have to do them. I understand the system, like you have to create workers that need to be able to do certain things, so you need to learn them those things. But I want to build something. I want to do it out of my own will, out of my own initiative. And that's not how school is built. You get those assignments, and when you do the assignments, you're done and you have nothing to do. So then you just go like play video games or something. And that is super unfulfilling. You get very, very unhappy in that situation, and that just shows through your whole life. You'll be less likely to go to the gym, less likely to eat healthy, less likely to do hard stuff in general, to treat yourself well, to maybe even treat others well, because you're unfulfilled. And that's the most important thing as a masculine guy. If you look at like husbands, like if someone is married, he always stays at work for longer. Why is that? Because work makes him fulfilled, and work is the most important thing in his life. That's why he prioritizes work most of the time above his family. I don't say that's the right thing, but that's why most people do it. So if you are still in school, there's definitely something unfulfilling to you, so don't do it. It will make you unhappy throughout the rest of your life. Don't do it. It made me super unhappy, and I wasted 3 years of my life and a lot of money as well. Even though I lost the study debt, you still pay the school money, I guess, to enter. Waste of time, waste of energy, and I would have been way further ahead in entrepreneurship if I started 3 years earlier. But whatever, can't do anything about it. Everyone has their own path. So that's my advice on if you should do it. No, because you will be replaced by AI very, very soon. So you're better off starting a service-based business that leverages AI, or do something that requires human labor that AI can't replace. So, how do you tell your parents this? Because that's difficult. Telling, especially if you have like rational parents that are maybe like from foreign country, like Pakistan or India or what the fuck, whatever country you're from, like Morocco, Turkey, whatever. If and you move to a European city, Turkey is also European, but whatever. If you move to a more first world country and you grow up there and you know all these possibilities about online money and everything about entrepreneurship, but your parents are still thinking like, hey, you need to get a job, bro. You need to get a job, you need to make money, you need to get a stable future. We want you in a safe situation. And if you start as an entrepreneur and you become an entrepreneur, You're not in a safe situation, I can tell you that. You have a lot of stress, you will have months without income, you will have sleepless nights, you will have to borrow money here and there sometimes, you will have to invest money where you think it's not the smartest idea, but you will come out financially free if you're smart enough and you leverage the right things. But for a parent, they just want you in a safe situation. So they are not going to support you to do that, especially if they don't understand entrepreneurship. How do you tell them? How did I tell them? Because I told them in a very interesting way. I told them with a PowerPoint presentation. Like they knew that I was doing this. They saw me watching videos about entrepreneurship and they saw me getting into business and recording YouTube videos and just trying certain things, because that's what entrepreneurship is in the beginning. You just try random stuff and you have no idea what the fuck you're doing. So they saw that already. They saw me waking up early, they saw me improving my life, so they got like positive vibes from me changing my life. But I told them a couple of times, like, I'm not gonna go, like, I don't want to get a 9 to 5. I don't want to get a stable full-time job. And they didn't really agree with that. They didn't really want me to. And now I'm in Bali here, which is nice, in a cheap little Airbnb here. I'm not gonna flex with a cheap Airbnb, but I made it work so I could move out. And now I'm on a decent income here in Bali. I'm gonna scale it up pretty soon. Well, that's besides the point. That's kind of to show that I made it work to a certain degree, not fully yet. How do you tell your parents? I did it with a PowerPoint presentation. They already knew that I was doing it, but I didn't understand it. And if they don't understand it, they cannot justify supporting you, you know? Like, if they don't understand it, they understand the 9 to 5. That's why they want you to do 9 to 5, because they understand how that works and they know that you will end up in a safe place. They just want you to have a safe future. They think entrepreneurship is a scam, probably, and making money online is a scam, and you will get a lot of hate, and you will, whatever. They think it's a bad idea because they don't understand it. So I was like, how do I get my parents on my side by making them understand it? They are not dumb people. I can say I'm not arrogant, but I can say that I'm quite an intelligent person, and that's mostly because my parents, like they raised me, obviously, and they gave me first principles, and they are not stupid. Otherwise, maybe I would have been a bit more retarded, even though I'm still retarded. Anyway, besides the point, I am quite an intelligent human being because of them. So they're obviously not stupid. So I can make them understand, if that makes sense. And if you have these ambitions and these things, you have the right background. Otherwise, you would have not ended here. Otherwise, you probably would be homeless on the streets if you are not thinking about entrepreneurship at all. Anyway, I gave them a presentation and I just explained everything that I did. I started with school, like school.com, trying to make funnels, trying to help people convert a cold audience into sales. And I helped them do that for like 3 months, I guess. I built my own school community. I helped them select a niche and then make videos on the topic and then get sales. It was not perfect. I was just starting, but I just tried shit. And I made a presentation on that. The first one was in June of 2024. Then I had to do another one in October, because that's when I stopped working. I had a part-time job to have income for the time being. In October, in June I gave the first presentation. So then I justified my actions with the part-time job. Then in July, I stopped working. I still had the job, but it was part-time. So I could just say, hey, I don't want to work. I won't take any hours. So I stopped working. And they were like, oh, that's scary, because I got my first online income in July. And then in October, I had to give an update presentation with more like updates and money that I made. I had to be completely transparent. What did I spend? What did I make? What's the future? I had to tell them. They wanted to know, because they were like, yeah, I want to justify supporting you, basically. So I did that. And then the last one was in, I think it was the 1st of December. I did that last presentation, and it's now May, and I moved out 2 months ago in March. So now I don't have to anymore. Maybe they want to still know, but I don't have to give a full-on presentation anymore. That's what I would recommend you. And maybe they don't want to hear it at first. The best thing you can do at first, put in the work, wake up early. I don't know why, but parents see waking up early as something super spectacular. They see if you wake up early for your entrepreneurship thing, they think you are serious. Like my dad always wakes up like 4, 5, 6 a.m. around that time for work, to go to work. And if you meet him in the morning when he goes to work, he's like, oh fuck, this guy is serious. So then he will start respecting you a bit more. And if they see you go to the gym, you grow a physique, you look better, you take care of yourself, you maybe start taking care of them if you make some money already, then they're like, oh, this guy's actually doing something. Or if you tell them a little bit like, hey, I learned this today, or I went on 20 sales calls and this is what I've learned. then they're like, oh, he's actually doing something with his life. But if you're just yapping about it, oh yeah, I'm gonna become a millionaire and I'm gonna buy you guys a new house, and then when it's time to work, you sleep in, you order Burger King, you fap twice a day, whatever, you don't go to the gym, you just yap. You just yap. And that's what most people do. They yap to their parents, like, hey, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this. And then they're like, yeah, sure, just get a 9 to 5 because this is never gonna work. Because they know from the news is pushing entrepreneurship as bad people, and your parents probably watch the news. So they're like, oh no, my son is going in the bad direction. So without making this video longer than it needs to be, show them through action first. Make them be able to justify their support for you. If you show them, hey, I made $3,000 this month with entrepreneurship. Hey, I made 5K. Hey, I made even 50K if you're a very smart and very quick learner. Then they're like, oh, okay, yeah, I can trust you. You don't have to go to school. Or if you take some of the mortgage for your, like, you take that on you and you pay them for that, take those costs on you, you pay that for them. Then they're like, oh shit, because they only care about money. They only care about security, with job security and money. They just don't want you to fail. And if you put in the work, they see you hardworking, they see you improve your life, they see you what you do, and maybe give a presentation if they care enough, that would work. And then don't go to school, because school is a massive waste of time. And people that are in jobs for 15 years, for 20 years, 30 years, they will be replaced by AI in the coming 2 years, and they will be jobless, and they will be sitting at home like, fuck, what do I need to do now? I thought this was job security. I thought this was the right path, and they don't have any opportunity anymore because they learned a low leverage skill. So learn something that is leverageable with AI or by human labor, so it can't be replaced by AI. Like building houses, for example, AI will never build a house, like physically build a house. So those industries will always grow, and obviously raising energy to fund the AI, because AI costs a lot of energy, so the energy market will also raise. So if you're in that market, you're also good. I don't want to yap anymore. I hope I shared all my knowledge on university, what I've learned from going to school for 4 years and now being a full-time entrepreneur, and why you should definitely not go to school anymore, and why you should learn a more leverage skill, and how you should tell your parents. If you missed some things, if you have still some questions, leave them in the comments, because I'm willing to make new videos on this if you guys are interested. Because I did the whole school thing, and I can explain things to you so you don't have to make that mistake of going to school and doing it way quicker, the whole entrepreneurship thing, than I did. So thanks for watching. Don't have anything to sell you. Just subscribe to tag along the journey if you want to, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.